Spirit, they've used the majority of it already. These are their last couple of seconds that they have, and they end up going for the Jakiro. And that means, yeah.
I guess.
Sure, well, because you are kind of this turret hero that you get caught in a tornado and a combo, and
you have ways
you have to buy defensive items relatively early.
You're a setup hero so that other people can get on top of the Lina. You cold snap tornado, and then everybody can just close on top of it. And you have ways to withstand. You know, you're in the lane. You have what? You get the second point in quas early. You're able to withstand versus the damage, but.
Okay.
Let's see.
So if you do this, you want to see Liquid get some heroes that are ready to bail the Liquid. Bail the
yeah, I want some save.
Yep. Yeah.
So
what is the best save against an Invoker's combo? What support is like? Are you annoyed to play against if you're an Invoker?
There's any of the ones that make you disappear, I would say. So Tusk, Undying, Shadow Demon, some of the better ones.
Yeah.
Rubik is okay because it's a lift one, but you're still getting hit from some of the damage. So you want something that just gets you completely out of it because the damage comes so quickly. So looking at the bans makes sense why they take out that Tusk, right? So Beast as well. Was that one even targeted last game? I'm gonna look back.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I feel at least not a lot of times in many of the drafts.
Not lately.
Not a hotly contested one. Sure, it's one that we know that the Liquid do like.
Sure.
In the past, but
I don't think it was banned in the last game.
One of the top heroes, at least from the day one games.
Yeah, it was not banned. So worrying more about that one.
Does it say something about an upcoming pick? Is there a specific Watson hero that he's going to be like, I didn't want to lane against a beast?
That's a good question. I have to think about it a little more.
Liquid. See if there's anything else from that game one that warrants a ban. Does the Kez one?
It's Radiant's turn to
Question. It doesn't. They'll go the other way and ban out the Doom from game one.
Quick little hoodwink pick. Okay. Stable picks right now. Nothing really being too revealed. Hoodwink is probably going to be one of the most picked heroes in this tournament.
Does DM want that Enigma? It is there. I don't think heroes... Do they put you off from playing Enigma?
5 seconds.
Are you sure your Eidolons aren't going to stand by?
Yeah, I think maybe he doesn't want it.
The Black Hole threat's pretty good against Lina, right?
It is, especially with an Invoker who can set up for it too.
So I would not hate it.
It's all up to DM, really, if he wants to actually go down that style right now. He doesn't really know what he's laning versus at all either. Like, we don't know if there's a Hoodwink 4 or 5. It can flex. Lina can be carry or mid, likely mid, but...
But as you say, you know, it's a lineup that's not afraid to first pick an enemy.
Yeah.
Right, so
I could even, honestly, I could see them pick Rubik again here. Not to reveal much of anything. They'll go for the Mirana instead, all right. So this is another one that can be like the pseudo gap closer in a way, right? With Moonlight Shadow to sneak in versus some of these backline heroes can absolutely be there. I was only saying Rubik because like Lina as well too, these stuns are insane. Like getting LSA, even though they don't use it that often, if you do get that or Hoodwink stuns can be good, and Soxa just, as we saw, sure, he's versus Underlord, but he will play it.
5 seconds. It's Radiant's pick.
Oh, they've got their Bane in the... Oh, yeah, it was banned. Oh, my God, I can't believe that wasn't actually banned. So...
Bane Mirana.
That is
Bane,
nice
Bane Mirana, Bane Invoker, right? The setup for the arrows, the setup for the sun strikes.
Even say a small potential save as well, too, right? Versus the Laguna plus the bush, or the spells, too.
Can and probably will happen.
Yep. Could definitely do some sleep saves, sleep disengages.
5 seconds.
Very good.
Gives them some easier vision for catch as well, too. Nighttime vision when you're playing around with the Moonlight Shadow, since a lot of these teams, as for always, right? You smoke around nighttime, you play with that, so Bane always is going to be good for things like that. And look at the Sunstrike setup, right? Last game, Shiro was landing him last game. This game,
so you give him a Bane at his side. And,
he's got the literal dream.
Looking... I mean, yeah, this sort of a lineup that's buffing up the Invoker's potential after what we saw from game one. It's looking pretty impressive from Yandex with its first 3 picks. Liquid, is, especially because they did get this hoodwink second. Haven't really shown us too much with their draft, so not enough to kind of get super excited about. Maybe this third pick will change that.
A lot can get revealed, but they could do something tricky. So
It's Radiant's
they
turn
can
to
still Earth Spirit in a way and then swap it to support. They'll go for just Lycan.
All right,
So
I mean, this is the classic kind of answer to these sort of supports, right?
yes, just run them over with all the summons.
Yeah.
Also good versus Invoker, so
Yeah.
maybe that's why they just wanted to get rid of the Beastmaster. So similar kind of vein. I like Lycan quite a lot too, just because of the
10
wolves. Not even just because of overwhelming these heroes, just knowing where they are, right? Knowing where Bane is,
5
scouting him out
seconds.
with the wolf, putting it on him with the move walk. A lot of different things that you can do to set up for these plays.
Liquid likely picking their next support here. Save that last pick for Mickey.
That's why I was saying maybe the Earth Spirit. Like Boxy used to play it as a support as well,
Yeah,
but
We
you
haven't
could do
seen
some.
any support Earth Spirit yet.
Okay, so it'll be the SD. That's the other
this
one
is
that
what
we
we
were
wanted to see.
saying.
right?
Yeah,
This
just
is
someone
pretty
that
much the best save
exactly.
for this situation. Now you've got some sort of way of protecting the Lina.
And not only is it just a save, it's also a decent setup sometimes too for the Lina to make these kind of moves. So
Can sometimes go wrong against an Invoker, right?
it can.
You know what I mean? You
10
get that
seconds.
disruption in to bail someone out. If they're already low HP, Kira Junior's Sunstrike's going to be waiting for them on the way out.
5
But it was
seconds.
probably
But it's still
the
the best save.
the best one left of the saves that, at least from what we were saying, you know, the removal of the hero, so you don't just get deleted from the combo.
It's Dire's turn.
Yeah.
Ooh, more combo play.
All right.
This is Wombo combo lineup Yandex
Yeah.
is going for. And Naga versus Lycan, it's one of the better heroes to address it as well too.
You just, ensnare him.
You just ensnare him.
Song and walk away.
Yep, and inside the landing phase, you're insanely high armor. Your illusions are strong too. You
Yeah.
can actually trade pretty
It's-
effectively.
And it's very good against the Lina, right? As you say, the
Yeah.
setup
5
from
seconds.
this Naga Siren is pretty much the best you could offer. You just sing, surround the Lina. Good job
What's
trying to,
Radiant's ban plan
good luck
anyway?
trying to bail the Lina out with just a disruption alone when that entire team is around them.
They got to make sure they protect this Naga though. So Sven ban absolutely appropriate. One of the best heroes versus it, and just actually a very good hero right now. So
We'll look at it coming with the
10
next round of
seconds.
bans.
wait, is it? He said they said it's Tofu's birthday.
Oh, Tofu's birthday.
Oh, would you look at
Oh,
that?
there you go.
Happy birthday, Tofu.
So he can get himself the win here in this game too.
You get a dub. What's his age now? Actually, I don't even know. Oh, Tofu's still one of the younger
He's
ones, right?
pretty young,
He's still a
Tofu.
young, and
Yeah.
he's not one of us boomers anymore.
One of bans coming in.
He's 30.
Oh, it's a big 3-0
maybe-
today
yeah,
for
okay.
Tofu.
Oh, it's all downhill from here.
Our producer's also about to turn 30. Just giving him the bad news, folks.
That's okay. I'm 36, dude. I know how it is. Oh, that
5
hurts to even
seconds.
say. All right, Enigma ban, so still something that they were thinking about. And yeah, now with the Naga, you have to, right? Otherwise, it's just too much wombo combo setup. So, I mean, a lot of DM targeted bans. Darkseer's still there for the wombo combo as well, too. Sure, it doesn't work with Song. Have to indicate that,
Yeah, you
guys.
gotta be careful. Yeah, the pros they know.
Yeah,
we have
even though
some
last time
pros
we
not
literally
know.
saw them not
yeah,
know.
I've seen people try and vacuum jokes. And that's how.
I forgot who it was. Was it X? I can't remember. I'm
It was
not
a
going to
good
call them
player.
that. It was a
very
good
good
team.
player.
Yeah, they
What's
still
Radiant's
they goofed.
plan anyway?
Okay,
Tiny.
Tiny. Makes
Yep.
sense. That's another one. Yep. What's the other ones versus the Naga Siren that used to be? My brain is like not
There you
working.
go.
Those. I mean, Sven is the big one.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
10 seconds.
I feel like is there not still a chance that he does just go for the win range again?
5
Because they do
seconds.
really like it. I would love it, but it's at least to carry this
I hate it.
on it.
It's
I hate it. This game. They're so I think they're so single target if they do that. Right now, I think they're already almost too single target, which is my concern for them. But I don't know what you really pick to fix.
I mean, do you just go Luna and
That's-
try and run them over with some sort of Luna?
maybe you need that. I think you need
Yeah.
I think you need something. Like you don't have a backup condition either. Like if this Naga, you don't have illusion clear
10
right now. Your lineup is just going to hit a point where right? Like similar to that. I mean,
Because
more
Luna
in the
could do a little
last
bit
game.
with that, right? You get some sort of swift blinks and blade fields,
Yeah.
getting on top of them.
I just don't know how much I mean, yeah, Luna with SD with the save, you know.
But Luna
I
SD,
see it.
you know, it's not. Has anyone? Have we seen any Luna yesterday?
I don't remember. A lot of games going on.
Definitely some
It's
sort of magic
Radiant's
carry
turn.
anyway. Darkseer ban, you would imagine. They'll go with the Axif CM.
That's another. I mean, strong versus some of these heroes versus Lina and Lycan. Get caught, you're dead.
I mean,
very quickly.
It's a good pick as well, because when you do see that Darkseer ban, right, you do imagine that they are looking for some kind of agi, kind of glass cannon hard hitter, and Axe with a blade mail and blink is going to be a solid answer to that.
I mean, they're running out of options here, right? So, I mean, do they just go like a Necro carry now? It's whenever I see Axe, it's just the first thing that comes to my mind for so many of these teams. They just pick Necro and then they run with it. And it's actually one of the heroes that can deal with illusions.
The Invoker seems a bit scary.
It does.
But,
oh!
Okay, so they go with the Monkey King.
A throwback. This provides a little bit of extra AoE as well, too, that they were kind of lacking to. I don't think there's that many of these carry heroes that kind of had it, too.
Sure. And it is one of those carries that can go some... Well, we'll see if it does, because there's a lot of versatility in the build. You can go either like some Maelstrom or Battle Fury to sort of have some thing, or you think you can't do that, you're going for some Deso, Diffusal, kill them build.
I think that's what I've just seen nowadays, but maybe he will. Maybe they will feel like they have that. They'll have Nisha, though. Nisha can go a little bit of that. Not like early, maybe. Like he'll still go his usual spellcaster build, but eventually can go down the Mjolnir and whatnot, so...
All right. I mean, it's a fun lineup.
It's a fun one.
The Monkey King, as we saw on the stats, where it's been banned 2 times, hasn't been picked at all so far in any of the games here at the international group stage.
I think I still kind of like what Yandex has got going on with this Invoker, with the Naga.
As well.
Like the late game prowess, the late game scaling, they had it the last game too.
Yeah.
I can see with what they're going for, because I think they wanted someone else who can get Wolf Bit eventually too, so they can have that scaling.
That's true.
So they do have these triple cores, but
combo.
I feel like they're very single target still, even with the Monkey King.
And it does feel like a pretty glorious game to be an Invoker.
It does again.
The fact that Chira Jr. did what he did in the last game, and now this game, he's pretty much got 4 heroes that are perfect setup.
I think he's got the best setup. Actually, it's almost the best possible,
right? Oh my
right?
goodness, this is the dream.
Axe even later, he can even go Cataclysm this game. Like a lot of times we see the Invokers not want to go for the active.
Here to start the game off.
I'd be able to start the game with another one too.
I mean, they should be able to mess with DM. Boxy's got the bushwhack and the body blocks ready, and Mickey's moving over.
He's dead. Give it a Boxy. Give him 3.
At this point, just give it to Boxy.
They actually...
Tofu, he wants a bit as well, and he'll get it. So 3 kills.
He's got a full urn. I was going to say, you definitely buy the full urn if you're in this position. So we'll be able to get that one right off of the bat here. That is... That's cool. Chira, though, we'll get every last hit on the wave. Nicely done.
Denied.
All right, hot start though. 3 kills for the side of Liquid Boxy. Let's see how much he can do with this type of a start and high levels too, right? Because he is gonna probably be the first level 2 in this top lane as well because of this. Not a super easy lane to pressure the Naga though. Bane, perhaps they can find something if he misplays, but overall Watson does feel quite safe.
Do you think out of the 2, this is the one that they would choose to go against, though. You know, obviously banning out the Beast Pass. He knows what's like. Well, I would rather lane against the Lycan than the Beast, or is this Lycan actually got the potential to be nastier?
No, yeah, absolutely, right? The Axe is just better versus the Illusions in general, so I would say so. The fastest earn in history.
I mean, on a
1 minute sin.
Actually, maybe even on any hit. Well, I don't know. Has anyone else tried to do some sort of rush?
It's the fastest earn ever, dude.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
To be like, there's no way anybody else has gotten one faster. Because I feel like a lot of the heroes who get all these kills, they wouldn't buy it first. Like a mid laner wouldn't buy an earn. They would go like their nulls or their whatevers, right? So,
well, there we go.
okay. And bottom, so with the Monkey King, they picked this to smash the lane, right?
Okay.
Versus this Axe, it's not picked that much anymore, but Axe has been nerfed quite a bit in these last few patches. And Monkey King, it's mid-gaze classic, so should be able to do pretty well in terms of the aggression in this bottom lane. He should free farm. He can definitely set up for some kills pretty early here. Connection.
Top lane, yeah, they get the setup on the Foxy. He's going down.
Turn charge acquired.
I guess so, but money for Watson also.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely
not
happy with that one. Yeah, next.
But if you're the hook week, that's what you're telling the team.
Yeah, exactly.
Chiro Jr. making sure they get the trade there with that Sunstrike.
And the fact that he didn't use the Sunstrike top actually now allows him to be able to get this bottom. That was a pretty big deal. Mid though, we're seeing a disparity, 14-5, and he's being kept very low, and Nisha is 100% healthy, so Nisha definitely showing more comfortable on the Lina versus the Invoker matchup than the Earth Spirit. Very, very threatening.
More promising signs here from Liquid.
Yeah,
these first few minutes with the moves that they've made.
That's the thing about the Linas, you can actually kill the Forge Spirits, right?
Yep.
As Earth Spirit, you cannot kill the Forge Spirits unless the Invoker just feeds them to you. Lina will kill them almost every single time with the spam and the right clicks. Trading toe-to-toe.
It's very hard for Chiro Jr. to trade successfully against the Lina.
Yeah.
Some damage.
Just effectively stand on his hill as the Lina.
Kind of low here. He's going to go to town with the urn charge. Yeah, Malady not respecting the fact that there was an urn charge ready to throw his way from Boxy.
Gotta respect also just Hoodwink in general, right? The fact that he's level 3 this early does insane amount of damage. That was a very weird death. Awesome. Ahead of the Invoker.
Watson's farm though, not getting too interrupted, but still not quite as free as that as Mickey is finding on the bottom lane.
Mickey can even chase. That's also another power, of course, of this Monkey King versus the Axe.
Hard to commit
Hard
for
to
a kill.
fully commit, yeah. Until he's got the Orb.
Yeah.
If he gets the Orb of Frost, he can go for these type of chases. So I actually would like if he does go for at least just the casual Orb of Frost in this game. Better and opening into the game as we see here for Liquid.
Top lane.
This is really nice that they have Lycan as well too versus the Bane, because there's no way that the sleep Sunstrike combo is just it's just not going to happen. They can just safely pull it off if there is a Wolf there. That is. This time, Wolf ends up going down. We'll get the connection.
Look at you.
When the trades, when he has a Sunstrike to help out Malady.
Yep.
This time, should have a good chance of punishing him. Poison stacks up, Tofu takes him down.
Is Dyer going to let that middle tower fall?
Very free stuff from Mickey, and yeah, we talked about the versatility of the builds. You have as an option on Mickey as the Monkey King. It looks like this game is going to go the Radiance route.
I guess that's the answer, right? Versus the Naga, wanted to have something.
Yeah, you either go the Radiance, the Maelstrom, or the Battle Fury.
Okay.
Looking at the Radiance at the moment.
Radiance probably feeling the best. Cool. Can also be annoying for Axe, right? Pop the Wukongs. Hard for him to get into this because of the Radiance ticking. That can actually be pretty cool.
Radiance courier is dead.
Nisha getting a lot done here in mid. Getting a ton of damage onto this tower here too. Rotation from Boxy. Jira. Gotta be careful.
And if you go the Radiance build on the Monkey King, do you go full in for the Radiance Axe build?
I don't know anymore nowadays, to be fair.
Nice. Getting his hands on Malady.
Nice kill.
I'll have to chase him quite a bit.
That's gonna take quite some time, actually.
I mean, they Yeah, he's going to give up on that ace. He doesn't want to spend any more time chasing this. He'll leave this for Boxy to finish off. And Boxy will bushwhack.
Gets the last hit.
Yeah, he
Nice.
still gets the money.
Very nice. G-Mod hopefully gets caught.
And over here,
there.
Radiant's top tower.
Cold snap. Watson's getting the good farm though. You know, with that time sort of ace spent chasing, does mean that Watson continues to have free farm top.
Hey, look at Chira though. He's not getting like any last hits here. Maybe they can get up for the kill though. That'll make up for it. Soxa gets the last hit, but a nice fair bit there for Chira. Needed that. 29 to the 34 of the Lina. That net worth actually reflect. It's only 300 behind the net worth now because of all that, so same levels too. He'll be able to catch up. Mickey set up for it. Wisdom steal. Malady also in some trouble.
Completely block him off it.
Nice surround.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Liquid. Great early game start here. And we see the double shrines, so they'll be very high level. Top of having good farm, but we are seeing at least level 5 for Soxa. Malady's, of course, going to suffer in terms of level, so Fiend Drape's going to come way level, but Soxa's actually level 5 somehow. Very impressive after getting that kill on mid. Isha. Not quite enough damage there. Close, though.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Get some good pressure on this tower.
He's getting like almost half damage here. See how much attention Yandex wants to go for. Because again, we have to say, right, Yandex, they did go for the greed, right? Very greedy lineup with the Naga and the Invoker.
Yeah, worked out last time and
Did.
definitely still a decent chance it works out again here. Watson, yeah, still just having easily as good as an opening as Mickey is. We'll just be interested to see if this Monkey King with the Radiance is going to be the answer to the Naga Siren.
Truly, yeah, that is going to be the question.
Yeah, we just don't see a lot of Monkey King.
No. No, we don't. I'm really curious of what the overall build is going to be. Is he going to go for like the Uber counter, right? Like, do you go Radiance plus Mjolnir and all that, or not?
Nah,
right? Like,
that's
too much.
I mean, I would.
I know you would. I know you would.
If there's ever an illusion carry like a Naga Siren or PL, it's like, yeah, I'm not buying one of the anti-illusion hero items. I'm buying 2.
I imagine, for me, I imagine this will be a Radiance BKB.
I think, indeed. I think
because he's into the Invoker. It's way too risky if you don't. So I would say that would be the build, because this is also, like we're saying, there's some volatility in the lineup if they do makes these mistakes again. That's where the Naga and the Invoker start to do the same thing as that last game with the Kez and the Invoker. So I don't want to see them be too greedy with the builds that they go for on the side of Liquid.
I don't think you can go for some sort of Ags, at least not as the second item.
Ace Dominator finished pretty good timing here, so should be able to force some good pressure onto this top tower here.
The prize is mine.
See how much Yandex wants to set up to defend this. They're starting to just get recovery points, right? The Axe, we're seeing DM start to get recovery from the lane. Don't know how much he wants to go over the top to kind of grieve himself. Looks like they are probably just going to give up that top tower. Okay, okay, Sox is porting in.
All right, they want to try and fight.
Nice.
The arrow, Sunstrike on a Tofu, they delete the Shadow Demon.
Howdy.
We'll put the ultimate to chase down Malady. Malady will fall, but she gets caught, so not going empty-handed at all here. Yandex getting a couple of kills. Ace is trying to...
Oh, the Moonlight.
But the Moonlight's there, he's hit the 6 and he's down.
Wow. I thought they were going to just give it up, but Liquid pushing too far. Not actually just pushing the tower, going for extra kills. That hurts Liquid quite a lot. They could have just pushed the tower. They didn't have to chase forward to go for those there. Getting punished from the rotation from a beautiful arrow from Soxa again.
Maybe if Nish had the bots and was able to join, they could have gotten away with that move, but still just a couple of 100 gold off having that.
Honestly, I feel like that was a bit way over-aggressive there from Liquid. Rather than just hitting tower with the Lycan Dominator timing, you end up giving up 2 supports, giving quite a lot there for Yandex.
At the least, they're keeping the attention away from Mickey. For sure. Mickey is going to have a very good timing on this Radiance.
Let's see how strong it is, right? Because yes, you hope you have Radiance to be able to farm, but he is so vulnerable. He's going to be a 1,000 HP hero. And we know Naga's going to outfarm him. Yeah. Even with Radiance, he will get outfarmed.
That's the thing about Radiance. There's only... How many heroes are there at the moment in the game that you're kind of like every game you want to be buying Radiance?
It's like Alchemist is one of the only ones.
Spectre, right?
Yeah, Spectre, sorry.
Spectre. Outside of that, it's the item is at a sort of level where unless you're one of those 2 heroes, making it work it's not super easy.
No, it's just not as good as it once was, right? It does not apply those, you know, the miss rate onto all the onto all the illusions as well too. So it used to be like the hardest illusion counter away. Not the case as much anymore. Watson getting a ton of freedom here. Actually able to... So Watson is the one to claim the top tower before the Lycan was able to push it. So that's a very big deal for me.
Right? He's having a great start.
Yeah.
2-0-2. The Naga Siren is absolutely going to be a problem.
TP, but...
Should do it. Yeah, and they even have the disruption as well to ensure no escape.
I do feel like the top dive is going to hurt Liquid quite a bit here in these next few minutes, though. Just losing some of that momentum, losing their top tower now. Also want to have extra L.
Sure,
It's BKB or Manta 100%, I would say. I don't know if I like the Aghanims that you were talking about. Okay, he switches to Manta. I was about to say, like, that would be pretty suicidal. Chira, set up. Ice Wall connects. Goodbye, Mickey.
Ooh, nice disruption. But,
Goodbye,
he's
Mickey.
still there. Yeah, big ball coming in. Definite blast. Is
Fiend's Grip.
Gonna try and go for this, but the Fiend's Grip comes out. Do they have the damage to kill Ace, though? They maybe with the sleep. No, DM can't stick around to try for another call. Doesn't quite have it yet. Still on cooldown. Ace will be fine. DM very close to the Blink Dagger.
And over here,
That was quite a sequence of things, right? The dust being used accidentally, then some panic happens because they don't have the texture, but then they get the connection. Tofu, pretty deep forward.
Dire don't look too scared of Radiant's top
Look at the
tower.
angle. Chira Jr. Tornado. Onto Tofu. Tofu will die. We'll send the units in at DM, but DM able to walk this one off.
Do
Well
Radiant
done for
want
Ace.
their middle tower?
He's very strong, but Nandex, they're the one with the lead, and it's the Naga Siren who's starting to really creep more and more forward.
Loving life today. He is.
Just looking to keep up with farm at the moment.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of the difference as well. The fact that Chira Jr. he's actually lower in net worth, but his impact. I mean, he's 5, 2, and 4 on the Invoker, so able to do a little more with even a little less.
Quick kill by Malady. Whoopsie, Mickey. He'll be fine anyway.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's committing for it, so he's going to commit for that mantle. We'll see. We'll see how much it pays off. He's able to get the BKB. It'll be great.
I mean, I think it's all right because I feel like, as you say, BKB, whilst it's very necessary, if you get the BKB and then you're still losing the fights, then it kind of feels like game over.
Sure.
So you have to go for the kind of route where you do get something before the BKB. Like Manta. Good catch in the mid there. Deafening blast, but he should be very dead. It's surrounded in the river.
Oh yeah, way too far forward.
Nothing good happening to Radiant's middle tower.
A bit of a misstep there from Chira.
And maybe
not be going to the river again like that.
It could also be like he knows that Chira's struggling a bit, right? So if he can go for the, if he can slot the Manta, or the Manta
It
Queen
feels
in,
much better, yeah, if you get away with this build-up.
and they're very lucky to get that rush with that pick off. They have a great way to just clean it up with the Lycan. 13 to 13.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I was gonna say give it to Midgay also, so he can go for this type of. Yeah, I like that. And yeah, he always has to save too, right? That is the important thing to also say, that he can go a little bit more greedy because he does have to save from the Shadow Demon behind.
The Shadow Demon's going to have to save a lot though, right?
He is.
He's going to be looking at Mickey and Nisha, both of them likely going to be yelling for a disruption in these team fights.
I'd like to see a 4-staff come from one of these supports too, even though we don't see a lot of these supports play for the teammates. Right? We see them build for themselves lately. 4-staff is so good when you're playing into his Bane, Invoker, Axe kind of combo, just to be able to move them slightly so they don't get whaled by the combo. Push immensely down bottom. I've got this Aegis for a good amount of time, so should be able to get a fair bit onto this tower here. Doxa.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
We'll be able to hold back the push for now. Nice.
Name of the game, right? Delay, delay, delay. So Yandex wants to do in this one. Still keeping a good 2K separation.
And over here, Radiant's top tower.
Watson just getting that much more with every passing minute.
And it's really the next item, right? It's when he's got the heart, how much more he's gonna really turn up to play with the team.
Radiant's top tower.
Having this Aegis is gonna give a nice, comfortable position for Liquid. Potentially look for either that tier 2 or just get themselves a secured Tormentor. Yandex at the moment not looking too keen to look for an aggressive move. They're kind of chilling.
Again, just not feeling under any pressure to make any aggressive moves. Watson's happy. Team's happy.
Nisha's getting close to Ags though. Liquid is getting to a lot of strong timings
Here,
together.
Radiant's top tower.
So for Midgay, Ags plus Nisha, Ace scouting constantly with these wolves, giving information plus this Aegis advantage. Could look for something here. They see DM. Oh, these wolves will work. Canceling the blink.
Nisha is going to get a great angle for Watson.
Perfect target.
Up there, able to take him out. That's a huge kill to find. They'll get DM on top of it.
There we go. Accelerating things. Literal dream targets. 2 cores caught. Boxy gets them both again.
Radiant's
There's
current.
something about Box on this hook wing.
Were you paying
Getting these
attention?
very important kills at all stages of the game so far.
He is setting up for a lot here. Might also be able to just get Malady. Very likely Malady is dead. There's connections coming over.
And we'll at least be going towards that 4-star front
Oh, he
help
is.
the teammates.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I'm super happy about that, actually, for Boxy.
Another one.
Right, all right. Some big kills. Getting that momentum going their way.
Chira Jr., he's immediately out on the map, seeing if he can find a chance to catch Mickey by surprise.
He's got to be careful, though. The mobility, it's there from Liquid.
The Moonlight to try and help him get away.
Here comes the hoodwink. Can Boxy get the catch? Can he guess?
Not quite. Chira Jr. should be fine. He can pick up a cap on the way up.
He probably just stays here. He can Ghost Walk and stay in this area.
That's true.
That's the power of this silly shard, of course, where he's going to be able to still get so much and keep getting that space for his team at the next wave. Gotta love it.
Nisha around in the area. Can he go for a play against Nisha if he saw him? He's looking at the potential.
Thinking about it.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Oh,
Tower deck.
did you see this from Nisha as well, too? Look at the 15 talent. I don't think I've seen anyone really take the array damage instead of having the magic resist, but I guess in this game, there's not that much magic damage. Just the Invoker.
Radiant's middle tower.
I mean, but
I guess
that's still
it's
a
still
lot of damage. But yeah, indeed.
Definitely quite interesting. Maybe you're just wanting extra damage for the Naga as well, too, that little bit. But yeah, I haven't seen too many people take that talent. Maybe Nisha has, and someone could call me out, but intriguing.
You get a nice courier snipe there, though.
Yep.
Did have the recipe for that. Yeah, he didn't quite have the money for the full heart, so about 500 off the ring, but...
Another catch. Another kill.
Okay, doing some good job of just getting involved a lot now as the Monkey King.
Liquid's getting an insane amount done. All the objectives being claimed. Tier 2s as well soon. They're ticking the boxes. The AC is going to be coming out for Ace as well soon.
Yeah, much more than they were able to in game one.
Yes.
This time they're looking at to be in a much better spot of getting that lead and keeping that advantage that they need against Shandex's sort of play style.
Yeah, because last game they didn't even hit tier 2s, right? Last game it was just not the case. This game they're going to get a tier 2 at, what, 20 minutes?
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Well,
attack.
Oopsie.
it's happened to the best of us. You know, we've always TP'd in front of that creep.
And he dies because of this.
Should be all right going through the tree line.
I'll skirt himself away.
If you're looking for Radiant's bottom
Or
tower,
will he be alright?
No, he's looking pretty dead.
Oh my god, the neutral creep.
Jett
Prowler.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Nisha, he's like, okay, I got Prowlered, guys.
Great though.
They
Elsewhere,
do.
Chira Jr. was caught out sneaking around the map. But it doesn't look great there.
I haven't seen someone get Prowlered in a while. I gotta Look at Nisha, just like rubbing his chin a little bit. He's like,
Dire don't look too scared of Radiant's top tower.
Happens to the best of us. Now you can say that all the time, right? Anytime it happens to you, you'd be like, Nisha got
You have an
stunned.
Anisha, you know?
Anisha.
You get your TP cancelled by an ancient Prowler. You're just like Anisha, so it's fine.
Another potential catch here. Malady doing a lot over here. Can they get the connection? They will.
Yeah, and that was very nicely done as well. Perfectly lined up.
Oh, Malady got the last.
Yeah, they tried to give it to Watson, but he didn't actually get the last.
Oh, is this like an enfeeble take or something?
I think
It's
it
a
was,
kill.
yeah. Must have been.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Very close to finishing off that tier 2 top, so...
Yeah,
Well, they
next.
did kill Watson the once. You know, his farm still very much hitting those timings hard. Pretty much done. Recipes on the way out.
Yeah, next they did get back into that momentum spot. Liquid is starting to get slowed down to get here from these kills. Is he going the Aghanim's on
He really
now?
wants to get the Ags. I mean, this...
He's going all greed.
Yeah, I think this was going to be the expectation that he was going to go Radiance and then either Manta or BKB.
Okay.
And then in a good game, you do still want that Ags time.
Sure. He's going insanely greed.
Okay. Catch Malady. He's going to try and see his way down to the low ground. No way out of that. Can they find a bigger kill? They're looking for Chira Jr. He's just out of range of the center. Nisha, he is prepared with the dust. Now, sometimes you've got to do it yourself. Here is the core. Nisha, he was ready.
Can they get the tier 2? The creeps are coming in, but it's taking them a moment here. They got to protect those creeps. Kills. That is the AC for Ace.
Yeah, big time. So AC's going to be done. Mickey, because creep, yeah, he's going to have the Ags on the way out. Going all in on this timing.
That gives them, I mean, they have fantastic siege. I will say that for Liquid, right? With the Aghanims, with the Monkey King, if he doesn't want to go that route.
Radiant's bottom tower is
There's
full.
definitely a high chance, right, that you mentioned earlier, that they're looking at Chira Jr.'s game. They know that they have
He's really
shut him down, slow him down. So then the BKB priority, you can kind of put it aside
wait
for now.
Yeah, I could agree with that. And also, you know, like, there's Axe, there's Bane, right? There is things that, of course, he's thinking about that it's like, I don't really want to have that BKB as much because there's ways to answer it, but... Oh, he died. Wait, that just died.
That was a pretty huge courier snipe, and DM, he's getting out alive. So that is the Aghanims out the game for 2 minutes.
Nisha.
They've caught him.
That's one of the biggest courier kills.
Liquid, yeah.
Holy moly.
Axe gone, sideline for 2 minutes, and
Losing Nisha.
he's dead also for a minute.
In the exact spot as he got caught earlier as well, too. Watson, he said he's the rock for the team at the moment. Butterfly soon coming out, and that's danger. Because now the Monkey King, you probably have to start thinking, okay, I need BKB and MKB, but he's got Scotty queued. I mean, yeah, now it's starting to get a little interesting in terms of itemization what Mickey wants to go for.
Well, that's the thing. Can you afford to go for the Skadi over the MKB when you see that the butterfly's coming out on the Naga Siren, or do you have to change and get that MKB? How important is that?
Oh, now the Roche as well, too. This is a pretty dreadful sequence for Liquid. Of course, a fantastic one for Yandex getting all this. Liquid with the Lycan lineup, definitely not wanting to be giving up that Roshan.
I mean, as I said, so far, it's been better for Liquid than game 1. They got a tier 2 tower. They're able to make a move for Watson. But maybe still not quite enough to stop, and sort of throw Yandex off their game.
Yeah, they got to clean it up a decent amount in these next few moments.
There it is, Butterfly's up to 26 minutes in, and this is crazy farm on Watson's Naga Siren. And yeah, just a very difficult game, really, for Mickey to try and itemize.
Truly is.
And but will he spend up for the Skadi, or is he indeed going to see that butterfly and feel that an MKB is necessary?
And Nisha, I mean, truly, not exactly same as the last. I mean, kind of though, right? Like last game, it was kind of similar where he just gets caught on these sides multiple times. It's 4 deaths for him.
I mean, the difference really there is just that relatively to Chira
Chira's struggling a lot. Yeah, exactly.
Like that, they've really managed to kind of slow down Chira Jr.'s game this time round.
Ace. Let's have Shapeshift, but there's an Axe and a Fiend's Grip in the area. Monkey King starting to connect.
It's ready to go. Going for TM.
Spelled. A lot of damage onto Mickey here.
Lovely angle there with the Deafening Blast. But the Light
Chira's
Strike
caught.
Ray still catches on to Chira Jr. Lock down the ones. TM comes back in with a call. Malady looking to get stuck in. It's going to go very aggressive. Get the Fiend's Grip off. Malady will still die. Nisha's going to be fine.
Here comes Watson. Can he clean up?
And they've got to run away from this Naga Siren. Ace is going to get caught by the ensnare. They do burst through Chira Jr. out at the side. Ace should be able to step away from the illusions. McKay jumping back in. Gets the bounce strike down onto the 2 of them. Looks for Watson, but the song's up.
They're disengaging.
Song, get the rest of the team out of this. Liquid, though, getting the big kill again, continuing to make sure that Chira Jr. does not have close to the same game that he did in game 1, killing off the Invoker once more.
Liquid collapsing much quicker, right there. Yandex, it took them a long time for the rest of the heroes to turn up. By the time Watson's there, it's like Chira's already pretty much died twice. DM is almost dead as well, so good mobility we see from Liquid in that fight.
And I like this as well from Mickey, indeed.
He switched immediately,
Put aside
right?
the Skadi plan, needs this MKB.
Fair enough.
Without that MKB, very high chance that this Naga Siren does not die. But with it, Mickey absolutely can bring down Watson.
And he pretty much has it, actually. He's getting so much farm because of this build. So you know what? Greed is good. I take it back about that BKB that I said earlier. Ends up working, of course. The greed is absolutely working because of, like you said, Chira's game just continuing to be that struggle. The saves.
Travels. 14k lead now. Full control of the game.
Seemingly having all the answers now at this point.
Yeah, we wanted, we knew that they were going to be able to hit harder in game 2. It's game 1, a little all over the place, but this game 2, they've tightened things up and looking to be now in a spot where it is Yandex, the ones that are sweating this time round.
And even though it's, Nisha, he did struggle a bit in this one. Ace and Mickey are doing the heavy lifting for sure.
Chance to dive in on this. Trying to bring them back.
He might die.
And he's looking pretty dead. I mean, Definite Glass will come out. Gives DM a little bit of safety. He's going to run. He can't. The Boundless gets in. Mickey takes him out. They've got the Wukong's command down on a Watson. Watson's out of the game.
I think they're feeling it. They know they cannot deal with this Monkey King. There is no creeps in the base. They're trying to bypass that protection.
See? Rip off to him. Get caught by the cold snap. Buyback's come out from Watson. Backing away. Can they finish him? They can. Mickey's caught.
They got him. It's a buyback.
Maybe, yeah, they did force out that Watson buyback, but if they lose more from this will be a little painful for Liquid.
Nisha.
The Laguna onto Jira Jr. is going to be burst pretty low off the back at that. Pull back to Tofu. Get the disruption off. Watson's going to use the song, and this actually might allow them to set up one Anisha.
He's got BKB though on Nisha. The arrow.
Timing.
He gets BKB off. Always can.
And we'll go for the BKB TP. Nothing to stop him through that. So Yandex, they will be able to push Liquid back. Did cost them the big buyback there, having to have Watson use it. The game goes on.
It's an extremely expensive buyback. As you said, the Hex was something that he really wanted to be able to pick up on Watson. That's
so
going to be,
necessary.
it's going to be totally delayed now at this point.
We'll see how much progress he can make towards that before the next push comes in from Liquid once Mickey's back up.
Prize is mine.
Mickey wasn't even 25 for that one, too, for the Siege. And they had no creeps, let's be honest. Liquid was kind of just like trying to brute force through that backdoor protection the entire time. Weren't quite able to finish it off. Yeah, we saw that slow burn. It really does build up quickly. You saw Chira almost picked out from the end of it there.
I mean, Yandex, they're pretty much going to be hoping that they can keep the game going long enough for Chira Jr. to get his Aghanims,
yes,
and for Watson to get the Hex.
They want more.
If they can do that, get those 2 pickups, their defense is going to get scarier and scarier.
Yeah, they do want more time.
But it's a lot of time.
It is still a lot because Chira and DM they're just quite poor in this game overall. Neither of them really able to get too many clean connections. I think we've only seen like one hero axe calls as well too. He's not getting multi-hero calls. They're not finding Tofu. Tofu's always able to get the saves. One time they did find Tofu, Wukong's was already down.
Very much sense that they're close to one another. Chira on the front, he's going to get caught with the Marlin shot. Look at the BKB off, doesn't matter.
So fast. Way too much physical.
So Yandex are still watching. They're looking at going back in with the Fiend Script onto Nisha.
Save again.
They have a burst through Boxy. They do not have buyback available on Chira Jr., so they have to be careful about how they go around this. The buybacks come out. I mean, DM tries for a call, but that's not going to happen. They'll lose DM, they'll lose Malady. They have the space to head into the pit. I think this rush.
They probably lost the worst hero they could have at the start of the fights, right? Invoker gets caught. Chira just really struggling this game.
He's having a rough game after.
Hasn't been able to find that extra space to farm. It's only, it's just been Watson. He's been at the top for a lot of this game, but his other 2 cores just constantly staying super far behind the opposing ones.
Close to this Hex, but
he is, but not close enough.
Yeah,
Mickey.
Difficult to get out to the shop to get it done.
Mickey now with an Aegis, he's got this level 25 too. When that Wukong comes up, they're just going to zone them off the racks. Yandex. Potential final fight. That's all they can do. Sasa.
He's going to get caught with the balance immediately after he leaps and he's dead. He has the buyback available to get the grip up on Mickey, but the disruption's there. They'll be able to keep the Aegis safe a little longer. Still gets burst through. But the Aegis gone.
Got the ice wall down for him.
Round 2 for him. fall, and definitely fast down at the same time, so good control. Mickey gets the BKB off the turn, be able to bring down DM with the help of Tofu. Mickey lays down the Wukong's command, looking at Watson. Watson using Soul to try and get away. BKB comes straight over the line, straight away from Nisha, comes crashing down onto Watson, onto Chira Jr. Disruption will sort of help Watson out a little bit, but is it enough to save him? They're trying to get it back to the base.
Watson!
Can he get away from Ace the evasion? He will!
5 misses.
But Chira Jr. is dead, Zax has gone, they're running out of buybacks, this game's over, GG's called, we're going to a game 3.
In their own style, I'd love to see it with the Monkey King and with this build too. I'd say that maybe he did one.
Perfect stuff from Mickey there. It was that he had to think about exactly what was needed this game in the build, and he absolutely...
Yeah, I mean, both supports did play well. I think Not Me, he had a lot of really great setups. I think he had Kaori's number the entire game. So like you have these like mini games within the game, like the pause 5 versus the pause 4, and I feel like Kaori kind of got smashed. As much as I was cheering for the bird, I think Not Me just outplayed him the whole game. So he was also in contention for me as an MVP.
Absolutely. We have one more clip we want to show you because at some point we did see Aurora bleeding a little bit, but also Team Spirit was just very on the ball. Jenkins.
Yeah, one of the coolest things about watching Spirit for me, and we saw a little bit of this watching Falcons yesterday, like any high caliber team, is that even when playing into an Aegis where you would expect for split pushing to be happening and dodging, Spirit understands this. They understand that Aurora is going to split up. They just took Roshan. There's still going to be opportunities, and there is always that pressure on the map where they will fight you. They don't care that you have Aegis. They're making the calculations. They have their heroes as aggressively positioned as possible. And in this fight, they end up getting 3 pickoffs when Aurora is winning, when Aurora has Aegis. And it's really cool to see. And it also plays in to the heroes that they picked. They picked a bunch of pickoff heroes. So even though they're supposed to play scared, you know, by Dota theory, because they don't have Aegis, they understand that they also have heroes for killing other heroes. So they're just going to be as far forward on the map as possible and look for those opportunities. Even if it's like a fraction of a second you give them, they will take it.
Well, the nature of a Swiss format is that as you go forward in the rounds, you go up against tougher and tougher opponents, and Team Spirit right now is 2-0, and that means that later on today in the third series of the day, they'll go up against another team that is also undefeated. So that will be a very exciting match, and of course we don't know that matchup yet because not all the series of the first round on all streams are done. So they get to wait a little while before they find out their opponent, and we get to move on also into our next round of games for the other group. Now, in a little bit, we're going to have Boom Boys versus Vision coming your way. But before we get there, we are going to check in if Collapse feels as confident as he looks here at this TI as he checks in with Pyrian.
I'm here with one of my Dota heroes, Collapse. Collapse, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me.
Hello.
Hello. Looking ahead, obviously, we've got a new player coming in with Not Me. 2 months he's been on the team. How have you been getting him ready to play with you guys at a TI? Obviously a lot of pressure. How have you been preparing him? How have you been integrating him to the team?
Most of the work Miposhka did with him, because like after almost every scrim, he's just like dragging him to watch replay, to like point the mistakes he made so he won't make it next time. And we also communicating after games, like what we could do better. Also, we played a lot of matchups, 2v2, like versus Yatro and Ryu, and like versus some other guys. Corbin found some, and yeah, it's a lot of work. We put the whole team last 2 weeks, I guess. Yeah.
Let's talk about the season overall before Not Me joined. How have you guys been between last TI and now? How's it been for you? What's the storyline? Have you felt good, bad? What do you want to improve?
We won Riyadh last year, and I thought we should just like we had good form, and at the moment we won Riyadh, I thought we can win international also. TI. We prepared as a team, like everyone, no stand-ins, like as a team, like everyone, no stand-ins, like
to the creep wave, you just heal the creep wave. X likes to run at you with high armor, you just poison touch him, you remove that armor, you keep on hitting him. So overall, I feel like the Prophet is the archetype of a hero that they needed. They just got it from a different position than what I expected and what LGD expected too, because they were banning offlaners as well.
Interesting to see what Thompson ends up wanting to build here for the Viper. We'll see how the Axe ends up laning and how that will go. But game number one is just about to get underway here between Enigma Galaxy as well as LGD. And this is, of course, an LGD that's got a little bit of a different look, and Thompson seeming to fit in quite well. So let's jump into game number one and see how this ends up going. Okay, so we're always expecting a weird hero from Thompson, something a little bit out there, a little bit more fun. This isn't it, but could the build be it?
Switch it up with some Dagon Viper. Let's go. Kanda Viper or something. I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think this hero is pretty straightforward. There's like a couple of builds that people go for. Dominator, it was all viable, but right now I feel like we're pretty much stuck in the same spot for the majority of the Viper pickers. We'll see. You know, Viper pickers. I never took Thompson for a Viper picker though. He's the flashy guy. You know, I think so.
He picks a toxic hero. You're just talking him up. You're like, oh yeah, you know, he's the nicest guy.